Hello everyone, today we're looking at the topic of averages and we'll be looking at a few key definitions and then applying them to a few different examples. Now the definitions we're going to look at are what we call the mean, the median, the mode and the range. And we're going to start with this example on the left hand side where we've got 5 numbers which are going to represent the different heights of different plants. We've got one which is 46 centimeters, one which is 39, one which is 49 centimeters, one which is 60, and then finally one which is 46 centimeters. Now the first thing we have on the right hand side is the mean. Now the mean is the general average which we are normally used to calculating when we talk about averages. It's a calculated central value and it represents sort of a number which is obtained by adding all the numbers together and then dividing. So you add all the numbers together and then divide by how many numbers there are. So divide by how many numbers there are. It's sort of like sharing out things equally amongst the values present. So the way we do this, if we add the numbers we have, that's 46 plus 39 plus 49 plus 60 plus 46, that gives us a total with our calculator equal to 240. Now that is basically the total height of all the plants. But if we're looking for the mean, we have to divide that by how many plants there are. So it's sharing the height between those 5 plants equally. So we divide by 5 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants. And when we divide that by 5, we get a value of 48 centimeters. And that's why we call it a central value, because we've effectively found the average value of those 5 values. So it means roughly these plants are going to be around 48 centimeters high. Now that's one way of working out an average. Another way of working out an average is what we call the median. Now the median sounds like the word middle, and it is. It's the middle value when all the numbers, so it's the middle value when all the numbers are placed in order. When we mean by order, it means from largest to smallest. If I start from the beginning, I've got 39, which is my smallest. I've then got 46. I've then got 46 again. I've then got 49, and I've then got 60. So that is the numbers in order. Now, when we talk about the middle value, what we do, or what I generally do, is I underline the numbers from each side. So the middle value is, well, it's not going to be one of these two. It's not going to be the 46, the 49. I've basically cancelled away 2 from the left and 2 from the right, and I'm left with this middle value of 46. So that is my median height for the plant, 46 centimeters. Now, the next one is the mode. The mode is referred to as the most common, i.e. the number which appears the most. So what we've got over here, if we look at this, the most common number here is 46. So again, 46 centimeters is also our mode because it's turned up the most. We've got 2 46, so we've got 46 here, and I've got a 46 over here. Now the range is the last one. The range is what we call the spread of the numbers, how far apart they are spread. And the way you work the range out is very simply the highest number minus the lowest number. Okay, we've got the highest number minus the lowest number. So when we look at this, the highest number in this case is 60. And actually, when we look at the median line, actually it's the highest, which we can see over here, 60. Take away the smallest, which is 39. And in that case, that is equal to 21. That means that this data is spread across 21 different centimeters. So that's what our range is for this case. So what we've done here is we looked at our 4 different processes, finding the mean by adding all the numbers together and dividing by how many numbers there are. The median, which is the middle value when placed in order. The mode, which is the most common. And the range, which is a spread, which is the highest number minus the lowest number. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add another number to the mix, just to mix this up a little bit. And I'm going to add a number of 60. So I'm going to add the number of 60 at the end. So we're going to say another plant was added of 60 centimeters. Now, that means that all these numbers may change. Well, first of all, the mean is going to change because we've now added another value. So when we've got this over here, that means it's no longer going to be 46, 39, 49, 60, and 46. We're now going to add an additional 60 centimeters, and we no longer have 5 shapes or 5 plants, we now have 6. So if we add 60 and then divide by 6, we actually get a value of 300 divided by 6, which is 50 centimeters. So actually the average has gone up, and that's because we've added a really tall plant to help us along here. So our average for the height has gone up. Now we look at the median. 60 would go at the end, 60 centimeters. Once again, if we cross this out, rub these out and remove this, there's a bit of a problem this time, which is going to be a bit different. And there's a reason I've given this number of 60, is now when we underline from each side, I first underline my 39 and my 60, and then my 46 and my 60, I now have 2 values over here, 46 and 49. Now, if you have a median, which is in between 2 values, you need to find the number which is halfway between 46 and 49. Now, some people may say straight away, oh, it's 47.5. That's halfway between 46 and 49. Well, one way of doing these things is actually to find the mean of these numbers, i.e. find the average. If you work out 46 plus 49 and divide by 2, you get an answer of 47.5 centimeters. And now that is our median. It's halfway between 46 and 49. Okay, now the mode, most common. Now, some of you may notice that 46 was my mode before. I had 2 lots of 46, but I've now got 2 lots of 60 as well. What that means is actually there are 2 modes in this case. We call this bimodal. Bi meaning 2. When you think of a bicycle, it's got 2 wheels. Well, binary refers to just 2 numbers. So when you talk about the word bimodal, means there are 2 modes, one which is 46 centimeters and one which is 60 centimeters. And the range, well, the range in this case hasn't changed because the highest number is still 60 and the lowest number is still 39. So there we have it. That's a very clear introduction to mean, median, mode, and range. And I'm just going to apply this to a real life scenario now. What we're going to do is I've got 2 companies and they both pay their staff different amounts of money. And what we're going to do is we're going to work out the averages for each company. Now, on the left-hand side, I've got 5 people that have earned money at this company, and they've earned £165, £100, 120, £125, and £120. Now, if we were to work out the mean for those people, we would simply have to add up their values. So 165 plus 100 plus 120 plus 120 plus 125, and then divide by 5. If we add up those values on the top, 165 plus 100 plus 120 plus 120 plus 125, we get 630, and if we divide that by 5, we get 126 pounds. So 630 divided by 5 is equal to 126 pounds. That means on average, you would earn 126 pounds if you worked for this company. Now, if we look at the median, let's put the numbers in order. 100, 120, 120, 125, 165. The median, 100, 165, 120, and 125 is 120. Our median would be £120. And actually, so would our mode. Our mode would also be £120. So the last thing that we need to work out is the range. The range was the largest, take away the smallest, which is 165 minus £100. And that gives you a value or a spread of £65. That means that this company, you could earn roughly £126, but there'll be a spread of £65. It might be that you go down to as low as £100 or as high up to £165. So you don't know what you're going to earn at this company. It might range between 100 and 165. Now, if we apply the same thing to the company on the right, now they've got more people working there and they've got slightly different numbers. But if we want to work out the average, again, if we add them up, 131 plus 120 plus 120 plus 150 plus 115 plus 120, and then divide that by 6 because there are 6 people at this company working. So 131 plus 120 plus 120 plus 150 plus 115 plus 120 is 756. And if we divide that by 6, we get an answer of also £126. So on average, you could also add or earn £126 at this company. Now let's see what happens with the median. Let's see if the median value is similar at all. So if we work this out, the lowest is 115, then 120, 120, 120 again, 131 and 150. Well, the median going from each side is 115, 120, 150 and 131. And we've ended up with 2 values, 120. Well, actually, the number between 120 and 120 is just 120. The median is 120. So we now need the most common. Well, if we look at the most common, we can see again that's 120, 120, and 120. The mode is also 120. So the difference here between these companies looks like it's going to be the range. So this is 150, which is the highest. Take away 115. And if you work that out, you get a difference of £35. Now that means at this company, both companies had the same average, the same mean. You're roughly going to earn £126. But over here, your value won't be as low. You won't go as low to 100, but you also won't go as high to 165. So it means it's a bit more precise in terms of how much you are earning. So there you have it. That's our introduction to mean, median, mode, and range. Our mean, we said, is our calculated central value, where you add all the values up and divide by how many there are in total. You then obtain the median by putting your numbers in order from lowest to highest and finding the middle value. And then finally the mode, the most common, and the range being the highest, take away the lowest. Anyway, I hope that's made sense. If it hasn't, please leave a comment below or message me directly. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.